Hello everyone. If you want to work as a physio in United States of America, there are basically two steps for immigration to USA. You just have to follow two websites. One is the fccpt.org and the second one is FSBPT. These two websites are really important for your immigration as a physio to USA. The first step you have to do is just go to fccpt.org and then there are four options. The new applicant, there is only the information which you want to know about the new application, how to start the documents and all. The new application, this is the basically the link to process your credentialing and to get the healthcare certificate level 1. And the third is the returning applicants, and the fourth one is to check the status of your application. So let's start from the application process, that how we apply to USA for our immigration. Remember one thing, that we don't need to appear in the written exam before our immigration. The written exam is only conducted online in the USA and Canada. So if you are in Pakistan or in India, so you won't be able to appear in your written exam. So there are only one exam, the written exam. There is no clinical in the USA. So be remember that you have to get your credentialing assessment from the FCCPT and to get your type 1 certificate. So that will help you to immigrate to USA on the basis of your type 1 healthcare certificate. You will be able to lodge your work visa. So after lodging into the fccpt.org, you will just switch into the second the second option, the new applicant. Just apply on. Here is basically you will see the two options here, the for the immigration process and for the licensure. So for immigration process, this only included for the masters and the higher level degree holders who have the masters and other degrees like MPhil, PhD, whatsoever. But if you have a bachelor, so will you go for the licensure, academic admission, or employment? Okay, and go for it. The next step is to check out, for example, check out about the jurisdiction that where you want to apply. If you want to plan, the New York State is very easy to move, and the credential is so fast as well as easier. You will get the credentialing and all the results within 2 to 4 weeks. This is the normal time frame for full credential review from New York State. For example, let's check about the Pennsylvania. For example, if I'm going for the Pennsylvania, so once I will select my jurisdiction, then here another window will open. This will include all your information. So first of all, you have to read all your information which are listed here. Okay, because informations are not too much vary as per jurisdiction, but you have to read out. Here are specific forms. The application, you will not start your application till you read out all the guidelines. Okay, uh, you have to go down before you apply. Read the following important information. Submitting documents, you at least require TOEFL. Okay, foreign language application, fee schedule, and all. You have to download all these things. Submitting documents, foreign language documents, you have to download all these. Okay, the application fee schedule, it's thousand and something dollars for the full credential review. So let's go down. The forms, document submission guidelines, obtaining documents, these are the important points from school. Sent to all appropriate institutions. Academic credential verification, you have to download this form, go to your school, fill out this form, and then this form will be sent directly from your institute to FCCPT. You will not send it personally. Okay, document submission by the applicant. This is the document, and the other thing, the transcript of hours mean the credit hours, total clock hours which you have in your whole DPT. Mark sheet, mark certificate, certificate of clinical hours or the hours uh, which are mostly listed and which on your certificates. And once you start your training after third year, so that your clinical hours, the total clinical hours of TPT are included in this. The experience certificate if you have, and the syllabus, the curriculum, course curriculum of your DPT, as well as the bachelor's whatsoever if you have done BSPT or DPT. Okay, these are the documents which will be sent by your school to FCCPT. So document submission with the applicant, educational credential review, mail to the FCCPT ECR. Okay, notarized copies of diploma, degree, certificates, whatsoever. Okay, here are download all the required forms. You will download all the forms here. Okay, here are the forms. We have to download documents of the type 1 review, education condition review, attestation. This one, type 1, licensure only, physical therapy license, PT academic credential, internship form, postgraduate clinical work if you have. Okay, a general FedEx if you have an ID of FedEx. If you want a response directly to that FedEx or whatsoever, this is the optional. You don't need to fill the form of FedEx or whatsoever. Okay, these are the documents which you will. For example, I'll show you one attestation form for PT credential. This is the PT credential evaluation. You have to fill. Just want to know and just get to know one thing. You have to scan the receipt. Do not staple photo. You have to scan here the soft data and then take out the color print. Okay, you have to take all the photocopies of your forms, and the attestation will not be processed without a valid notarized as notary public office. You will visit notary public office. Here, that this section is very important and filled by the notary officer. Okay, in our local language it's called a lawyer. Just their offices are located outside every passport office, so you can visit easily over there and then get the attestation of your forms here, and check the end of your each form. It will consist about that from where you have to attest your form. So this is the notarization. You have to visit the notarized office, notary public, for the attestation. And the other form is a request of the, for example, clinical internship form. Let's see, take a look over here. So when once you will take this form. So I'm just explaining one thing to you to make you understand that this is FX official seal clinical internship form. This will be submitted and filled and stamped by your institute. Okay, name of university, clinical internship form, name of institution address, whatsoever, and at the end, this document will completely related to your university. So there, here the stamp of your university will be here. So uh, university will fill all these details, and then the university will send out this form directly to the FCCPT. Okay, this is the simple thing. You have to check out all the mentioned forms and all the questionnaires here. About the foreign language, you have to appear in the TOEFL. TOEFL is very important. Once you will get your TOEFL result, you will be able to get an appointment from the USA embassy. Okay, all the documents. These are the details of submitting documents. This is the education credential review. Okay, download all the forms and then you have to apply now. First of all, check out all the details. Okay, so for which purpose you have to apply for. You have to apply now for the type 1 certificate. We have to apply for the educational credential. So I have mentioned about the Pennsylvania. It's done, and then I have to go here, select. Okay, now this page will appear in front of you. Are you ready to start the application, exam history, license? If you have anything, if you don't have anything, then no need to be worried. I have all the records available. Let's get started. Your name will appear here. Okay, I have to fill this because one thing which is very important. Then I have to tell you about that. The date of birth, month. For example, it's still uh, to 1998. Country of birth is Pakistan. Have you applied? No, I haven't applied before. Save and continue. We will wait for the next page. One thing which is very important. This is a form for your personal details, the demographics, but the important thing is FSBPT ID. This ID is very important for your whole assessment. So if you have one, then put your FSBPT ID and then go down, 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 down. Then save exam history, put all the license detail, education, jurisdiction, where you want to apply. These are not too much difficult for you, but the only thing is to create the FSBPT ID. If you do not have any FSBPT ID, so just click here. If you don't have FSBPT ID, then click here and go directly to the FSBPT. Sorry for my internet connection, it's too lazy like me. As so here it is. If you don't have any ID, existing customers, you can put here your password and then you can log in. FSBPT is basically for your licensing and all the booking for your exams and all your exam material whatsoever. All you will find over FSBPT ID. If are you a foreign trained and first time test taker, check click here and complete the survey. FSBPT staff will review your response and create an account. Okay. If you already have if you have, then click here. If you don't have, then click here. So you will add all the details here. You will get your FSBPT ID within 24 to 48 hours. It may take some more time. For example, for FSBPT ID, you have to fill this form: first name, last name, KBWR, month. For example, I'm just randomly filling all these email address. For example, I am just putting all this here. Do you have US Social Security number? No. School country, Pakistan. Then you will click on next. Select your school. For example, I am graduated from the Israel University. So graduation date, month for its 12th December 26, 2016. Degree level, what I have done, bachelor's. Then next, you will fill all the details, your mother name here, country of citizenship, your national ID, passport or driver license, national identity number here, and then done. Then you will get your FSBPT ID password within 24 to 48 hours, but it may take 2 to 3 days. Okay, but don't need to worry about that. The best thing to immigrate to USA, these are the benefits which I am just telling you. Just scroll down, you just have to enter all the details. You don't need to upload any soft data or any degree certificates here. You just have to add the exam history if you have any. Okay, you will fill the general information, then save and continue, then all these options will be unlocked. So once these options will be unlocked, so you will have to review and then pay and submit. General information, your exam history. You do not if you have any attempt for your FSBPT or NPT exam, then you can add all the history here. If you do not have, so just leave it. The license history for your PPT or whatsoever you have from Pakistan, India, or from any other country, your education details, your higher education. It's better to add your higher education here only. If they demand for your secondary school education, then you just have to add the dates, your dates of graduation, start and end dates, the degree, school or college name, jurisdiction where you want to apply. For example, I have just added Pennsylvania here. You will just write down the Pennsylvania. You will review all the details which you will fill here in the above options, and at the end you have to pay the fee. I think thousand something dollars you have to pay. So once you will submit, you will get your file number. You will get your file number, and let me show you that where you have to put your file number. This is the option for your file number. You have to save after submitting your document fee. You will get a file number, so which you have to write down here. You have to save that file number here. So all your processing will be done over that number. Okay, these two things are very important: your file number and your FSBPT ID password. Okay, after getting your credential review, so apply for the type 1 certificate here, and then uh, apply for the immigration. You just have to do simply, you just have to book an appointment with the US Embassy, and you have to visit there with your passport, with your CV, and they will just explain all the details to you, that what documents which you have to be here there with you on the interview date. You just have to apply for the interview, then you can get the USA immigration very easily. Okay, just remember, be clear, be honest, and be validate yourself, and your documents must be original. Your all the plans and your everything must be original, because you are going to the USA, so they will evaluate your everything, your background, your police check, your family check, all your history will be, they already have your all history. So be remember that if you are going planning for the USA, so keep it in mind that you must have a valid reason for your immigration purpose. Hopefully, you will like, and you have to like, share, and subscribe my video, and share with your friends too. If you have any question, any query, you can comment down in the comment section. Hopefully, you will enjoy that. Thank you very much.